Well, it's opening night here at Tishomingo County High School as the 2025-26 season tips off here tonight for the Lady Braves as they will take on Our Lady Academy Crescents from Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. 6.5-hour drive, by far the team that has traveled the farthest since we've been doing this.
Yeah, I mean, that's almost like we're driving or flying.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's right. It's a private school, maybe they get their own jet. Lady Braves coming off the season last year of a 30-2 season. Only lose one player off of that team. Return 4 starters. Gone is Baylin Middleton, and she'll be replaced by Chloe Gladwell, who got a lot of minutes last year, Michael, and Chloe is a rebounding machine, and the Braves are going to need that this year.
Yeah, I mean, even though Chloe didn't start many games, if any, last year, she still played a lot of minutes. A lot of quality minutes.
And she really, when she come into the game, kind of turned things around sometimes.
Absolutely.
If things weren't going right, she'd get down there physical down on the box, get the rebound, start the fast break. So it's going to be good to have Chloe in the starting lineup. Braves return top 2 scorers off of last year's team in Kaisley Timms and in Meg Moore. So you got your scoring. Look this year to be seeing even more scoring out of your point guard as Claire Ray going into her junior year this year is going to be looking to shoot the ball a little bit more.
Yeah, Coach Gleiber, one of the assistant coaches, we were talking to him before the game, and he mentioned, hey, she logged 85% off what they call the shooting machine, and he said that's just unheard of.
Yeah, 85. People don't shoot free throws and make 85%.
Right.
So a lot of high expectations for this ladies team. They will be the prohibitive favorite to win the division again, and one of the few teams in the state probably picked to win the state championship.
Absolutely. I mean, like you said, you've already mentioned a lot of talent coming back, just a lot of confidence in this team, and now it's time, to put the ball on the floor and play the games.
Yeah, they'll tip off the season here in about 10 minutes, and as much as the things we talked about that are the same from last year, there's going to be one big difference going into the season this year.
Yeah, and that's the man at the head of the guiding this ship. Coach Brian Middleton moved on. We're proud of him, excited for him. Hate to see him go, but he's now the head coach at Northeast Mississippi Community College for the ladies over there. Matter of fact, I see him across the way now. And he got his first game and first win this past weekend there at Northeast. And so that left a vacancy at the head job here at Tishomingo County for the girls team. And a familiar name, a familiar face to some is John Strickland. He's a native Tishomingo Countian, originally from Burnsville, I believe. He graduated from Burnsville High School, but he's been coaching. He's a veteran guy. Been coaching in Georgia and Tennessee. Been successful there. Won, I think, 3 state championships throughout his career, 2 in girls and 1 in boys. So, from an experience standpoint, you got a guy that can come in, knows what it's like, knows how to coach at that level.
Yeah, and those 2 state championships was at a high level of competition.
Right.
I mean, you're talking about Georgia. I don't know how high up their A's go, but he was in some high A's.
He was in some high A's, exactly. We got a chance to meet him and talk to him, just a few minutes. And so, obviously this is a very attractive job, but for him, one is being able to come back home. I believe his parents may even still be alive and living here. And then, you look at this roster and what this team has been able to achieve. It's honestly, it's just if you're a coach from this area looking to move back, it's a very attractive job, right? And he took it. We're proud to have him, and we're excited to see what kind of product the Lady Braves going to put on the floor this season.
Yeah, the first time I met him, we talked about an hour. We talked about everything from running the zone to is this the best team he inherited?
Yeah, I read the article in the Daily Journal that was come out that was put out whenever he first took the job, and they interviewed him there. And he's kind of known for his defense. He's a defensive guy, and so we're going to see some of that. Like I said, we're going to see some zone defenses at time. Talk to Coach Global. They're going to get after it on the full court, playing that 1-2-2 full court press. So we're going to turn the Taz loose there, and but it's going to be fun to watch. We expect to have another good year for these Lady Braves. The expectations are that now for this program.
Yeah, so you're going to kind of, what you're going to see is you're going to kind of see a combination of the team that you saw from last year with all the things that they learned and did under Coach Middleton, and then you're going to see little things put in there that Coach Strickland does.
Yes.
And what you're hoping for is those things kind of mesh together and this team is going to be really hard
Absolutely.
to beat.
And obviously it's an adjustment for everybody. Always, anytime you have a coaching change at that head level, it's an adjustment for everybody. And so everybody's learning each other. I'm sure if he's anything like me, it probably took him 3 weeks before he even knew everybody's name, right? So a lot of adjustment there, but the girls look good here in warm-ups. They look focused, so we're excited to see them play.
One thing that we haven't talked about is, if you're Coach Middleton, you have that opportunity to go to Northeast, coach the ladies. It's got to be one of his goals. I mean, as you're taking that step up, especially if he has desires to coach major college girls basketball, that's the next step. But how hard is it to leave this team? I mean, you're leaving a team that, like we said, is favored to probably win the state.
Right.
You only lose one player off a team that went 30-2.
Yeah, exactly.
And you got to know he had some sleepless nights, trying to decide what to do.
Yeah, I know. I had talked to him after to congratulate him when he took the position, and he said, it wasn't easy. He said there was 1 minute I was 100%. I'm going to stay here, and the next minute I need to go. He said I think it was a really tough decision for him, and but it's a great opportunity for him, to go in and put his mark on that program to build a winner. And if there's anybody that can do it, it's going to be Brian Middleton.
Yeah, he leaves here, and I don't know this number-wise, but it's got to be the winningest coach in TC basketball.
No doubt.
No doubt.
All time. No doubt.
I mean, we were looking at, I think when we were comparing records last year, at one time that we were like 130-15 over the last 4 seasons.
Just a phenomenal record. I mean, he has brought this program from the depths of just really struggling to now one of the perennial 4A powers.
Well, there was a few years where you just do a game with me periodically, and I don't blame you because that was sitting through them 4-25 seasons, and that was tough. And when Coach Middleton came, we immediately saw improvement the first year. And you could see, if you go back and look at records, I mean, it's just like going up the steps,
Absolutely.
I mean, up to the point where, 2 years ago you win the state title. So, but he has moved on, and we wish him well, and our good friend, and we'll be traveling over to watch his teams play.
Oh, absolutely.
So we are still about 3 minutes away from tip-off. We don't know a lot about this Crescent team from Bay St. Louis. We've talking to Shooter, talking about they've got a player that shoots up a lot of threes.
Yep.
Got a post presence inside that plays hard. Said reminds him of Jayla Brown that that we called games doing. Not sure. They got some height.
Yeah, they're gonna have us on, I believe, on the height standpoint. As far as just overall length. But I believe just what our girls going to depend on is outside shooting and getting the ball down the court and just playing tenacious defense.
So, again, we're closing in on tip-off. Again, one thing we didn't talk about, one game tonight, just the girls' game.
Yep.
Boys will not start till a week from tonight.
Okay.
And so the girls will be playing in a, November is like the month of classics and tournaments.
And so, throw in Thanksgiving in there, but it's pretty much it's all special deals when it comes to basketball.
Yeah, so the girls will be playing November the 8th at Tupelo at the Hound Dog Classic. And then the boys will be playing their first game a week from tonight. West Point will come to town, and that'll be all 4 games. There'll be a JV and varsity for boys and girls. So that'll be the first full night of basketball. That'll be 1 week from tonight here at Tisch County. And then the boys go on the road without the girls. If they go to Olive Branch and play, that'll be the JV and varsity boys only. And that comes up on November 11th. But you got the Hound Dog Classic, you got the Biggersville Classic, you got the Lighthouse Thanksgiving Tournament all this month.
A lot of classics and going on, right?
Yeah, yeah. November that's the time they do it.
And the cool thing about the Lighthouse Thanksgiving Class, I think this is the first time since 2013 that they've had a girls matchup.
Yeah, and it's going to be a tough one.
And it's just one. It's Tishomingo County and South Jackson up in Tennessee,
who has the number 4 player in the country.
So you're going to see 2 elite players with Tishomingo County's Meg Moore and the girl from Jackson, who, like you said, is a top 5 player. She's a junior, I believe, or a senior. I can't remember.
Yeah, and I think she's already committed to Connecticut.
Right. So there you go.
Connecticut don't just take everybody. that tells you something right there. All right, clock approaching 1 minute as both teams finishing their warm-ups. Again, we'll be back on 1 week from tonight. I say we. Michael's going to have a guest host because I'm going to be out of pocket next Tuesday.
Yeah, yep, it'll be me, and I think my son Eli is going to ride my co-pilot seat over here.
Yeah, I'm going to do like Johnny Carson used to do, and I'm take that day and bring in the guest host.
You're going to be on assignment.
That's it. Yeah, on assignment. All right, we're about ready for the starting lineups. Lady Braves will be in their home white, and the Lady Crescents in their maroon and black uniforms. Got some familiar officials across the way. We know two of them, and one of them I don't know.
I've seen all three of them. And we got our in-house national anthem singer ready to go.
That's right. She's always done a good job. So we're about ready for the national anthem. Starting lineups will be coming up momentarily. I reckon how many butterflies Coach Strickland's got right now.
Oh, it's got to be. I mean, it's exciting, nervous, right? I mean, he's a veteran guy, but still, it's got to be.
Yeah, especially the returning home.
Yeah,
you're coming home, and then, like I said, you inherit this team. He knows the expectations. He wants to get off to a good start too. I think Jeff Butler's microphone's gone out or something, so I guess we're about ready to have the national anthem. We'll wait till we get ready to start singing.
He sounds like a town crier.
Yeah, that's right. The microphone is broken. You had all off season to fix the microphone.
It's like football when the scoreboard wouldn't work.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to send it back to there for a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll have opening tip and the starting lineup. So this is Braves basketball
on Fun 91.
Well, opening night here of the 2025-26 season. Lady Braves and the Our Lady Academy Crescents from Bay St. Louis about to tip off as they start the introductions for the Lady Crescents. I think they play in 3A.
In the private school?
Yeah, in private school division, 3A.
And I think they've had quite a bit of success at that level.
Yes, they have.
Yeah.
Yes, they have. And I found out before the game, too, they just came off winning the state title in volleyball.
All right.
So I'm sure some of these players probably played in that.
Yeah.
All right, lights go down. The smoke machine starts up. We're having microphone difficulties. We might not even be able to hear the starting lineups. Luckily,
microphone is back.
All right. Somebody jumped on that, didn't he? All right, senior Kaisley Timms, we call her Taz, starts at one guard. Another senior, number 12, that's Abby Reed. Lefty. And starting inside is the sophomore, the defending 4A Player of the Year, the Meg Moore. And then another forward inside, you've got another senior, Chloe Glidewell.
You're proud for Chloe, because she has stuck it out, and finally her senior year, she's earned that starting spot. So
and her mama says she's about to cry just thinking about
it. I bet.
And
I think she's over crying right now if I see her.
Finally, our starting point guard, the junior, that's Claire Ray. We expecting big things from Claire this year.
Claire is such a asset. She very rarely turns the ball over. She's a heck of a shooter. She didn't shoot as much last year over her career as probably should have, but I think Coach Strickland really challenged her to shoot the ball more because she's just such a great outside shooter.
All right, Meg's going to jump center for the Lady Braves in their home white, going left to right. You look at your radio dial. And the tip controlled by the Crescents. And we're underway in this season. Ball to the left wing. There's a three on the way, and that's an air ball. And it's going to go off of the Lady Crescents and go out of bounds. The Braves get the ball. That must be one. That's where I think where we're talking about the fire up a lot of threes.
Yeah, but and they didn't hesitate.
Ball comes in the front court. Claire now over lefty in the left wing. Got Kaisley running the baseline. Now dumps it down low. Meg went up, had the ball knocked out of her hands, and then we got a quick reach-in foul on Kaisley.
That was quick.
That's one thing, this team goes as she goes, and there's a steal on the inbound pass, shot up and in, and she draws the foul. I was just in the middle of explaining this. As she goes, this team goes, and right there is the exact reason. As she steps into a passing lane, makes the steal, takes it to the goal, gets the contact, the basket, and she'll go to the line.
Yeah, good job there by Taz, just following the ball and laying it in.
Free throws this year brought to you again by Boyce Hollingsworth State Farm in Iuka as Taz hits the free throw and Lady Braves up early 3-0. Ball comes in, pressure in the backcourt. Now they get it up, and the ball is going to go out of bounds. Nope, they did. They saved it in, but right to Claire, and then Claire is going to be fouled.
Yeah, once again.
And already, Our Lady Academy wants a timeout.
Yeah, good job there with defense, just forcing the pressure and just getting them out of what they want to do early.
So timeout on the floor. Braves with that pressure, we've seen it for so many years.
Yeah.
And, everybody on that floor has run that pressure many, many times,
Absolutely.
whether games or in practice. And so everybody knows what they're doing. And so an early lead, 3-0. Braves will have the ball. They'll throw it in from the sideline.
Yeah, good start. Like I said, we scored right out of the gate with a steal and a layup from Casely and a made free throw on the foul. And I think the Crescent's coach wants to try to draw up something to break this pressure. And see if the Lady Braves change it next time, right? A lot of times the coaches change something, they'll change their defense.
Ball comes in to Claire out front. Looking now, swings to Chloe in the left wing. Now back out front. Taz comes, takes the handoff. They change position. Claire goes down into the corner. Now comes out of the left wing, takes the pass. Working off the dribble, feeds Meg. Now goes into the corner to lefty. Back out Meg. 3-ball on the way. Rims out, no good. And rebound is taken down by Henley. And now here's pressure. They get across the half-court line. 3-ball on the way, no good. And rebound and a jump ball. It's going to be Braves basketball.
Yeah, good job there by Chloe getting in there and tying it up. We talked about it. She's going to cause havoc inside, and Senior done that time by causing the tied ball.
Yeah, against two bigger players, too. So Braves up by 3. Meg going to fire up another 3, and that one is no good as it goes up, hits the rim, goes up and hits the stanchion.
Yeah, good look there by Meg. Just couldn't get it to go. Hit the back iron, rattled around, went straight up.
So early going here, Braves by 3. There's a steal by Taz again to the goal, and she's fouled again.
Man, what she does the best. I mean, going up, used her body to shield the defender, drew the contact. Didn't make the shot, but she'll get 2 shots at the line.
So Taz at the line, 2 shots coming up. 1 for 1 so far. Free throw is no good. That one rimmed out.
Ball bounced like 6 times on the rim.
Free throws brought to you by Boyce Hollingsworth State Farm in Iuka. Next one on the way. That one rims out, no good. So Casey 1 of 3. She's got all 3 points as we're a minute and a half into this first quarter. There comes the pressure again. They get it into the front court. Now feed the left wing to the goal. Shot up and rims off, no good. And rebound taken down by Meg. Up the middle of the floor. Feeds lefty down low. Now across Taz to the goal. Shot up. Rims out, no good. Gets her on rebound. Goes back up again, no good. Chloe had the rebound, knocked out of her hands. And the Crescents come out of there with the ball at the far sideline.
Had some good looks there. Couldn't get it to fall.
Pull-up jumper on the way short. Chloe with another rebound. Quickly gets it up Claire in the middle of the floor. Spin move. Shot in the lane. No good. Rebound. And a foul is going to be called on, I think they got Claire.
Yeah, it was quick with the number sign there. I couldn't tell you what he said. So 2 team foul
on the Lady Braves. I think it was a 1 and a 4. We're going to go with that.
Yeah.
So Crescents now get a 5-second call. So they're trying to get the ball in from the baseline. Braves, that stifling defense, they really never seen anybody long.
Right.
Ball comes in to Meg. Shot baseline on the way, no good. And rebounded to the Crescents. Up into the corner. Try to drive baseline. Cut off there by Claire. Now back out in the left wing. Raising some tenacious man defense
good pressure,
right now.
just in-your-face defense.
They're really trying to, the Crescent's trying to use that offhand to clear space. Now they're going to call a foul on, that's going on
Chloe.
No. Arlie Cummins, who came into the game. We missed that come into the game. But
I thought he did a 2-5.
No, just a 2.
All right.
The third team foul, they put it on the scoreboard and wrong. Now shot up and in, and another foul. And that's going on Claire, which I think may be her second.
Yeah, Claire's going to come out.
She's going to come out.
Casey's going to
come back in, yeah. So 3-2 and going to the free throw line is number 21. That is Bradford. And the free throw is good. Free throw is brought to you by Boys Hongsworth State Farm as we're tied at 3. Pass goes down low through the hands of Glidewell and goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Lady Braves had a long drought in scoring here in this opening quarter.
Had some looks but couldn't get them to go. Ball comes in. Meg going to jump back for a 3. In and out, no good. Rebound is going to be knocked out by Casely and go out of bounds, be back to the Crescents.
Yeah, Meg
slow start.
Yeah, Meg having a little trouble finding the bottom of the basket. It'll come.
Ball comes in. Ball knocked loose, but now picked back up by the Crescents as they are going to, do they call another foul? Good grief.
Oh, it's going to be one of them games. Oh, they think he just called out of bounds.
No, he called foul.
Did he?
Yeah.
We're not getting it on the scoreboard, so
that
4 team fouls on each team.
Seems like more, don't it? Now they lose the ball out of bounds, and the Braves get it back. Again, that just pressure defense. You know, sometimes when you play a lot of pressure defense, you're going to get fouls called. Certain officials are going to call closer than others. Meg drives baseline, cut off, feeds Arlie. Arlie down the lane to the goal, goes to the right hand, lays it in.
Nice job there by Arlie Cummings.
Arlie's one of those this year that you look to take that next step also.
Yeah, absolutely.
She got a lot of playing time last year. And now she is also a junior. And there's a 3 ball from the outside is good.
Almost like a little step back 3.
By Henley, and that gives the Crescents their first lead of the night at 6-5. Still 4:40 to go. There's Meg for 3, and she knocks it down. You know it was going to happen.
Yeah, she'll get going.
She could run off 4 or 5 of those in a row now. Lady Braves go back up, 8-6. Little half-court trap. Now they drop back into the man. Henley, pull-up shot is no good, and rebound. Lefty gets the rebound, and she's going to be fouled. Fouls on number 23. That is on
we're going to be
Pavellini.
Going to be shooting free throws here for long.
Well, you're now.
Now, yeah,
about
right.
now. So Lefty's going to go to the free throw line.
Be her first trip to the line.
2 shots. First one on the way. Good. Free throws brought to you by Boys Hongsworth State Farm. Next one is no good. Rims off. And Arlie got inside to get position but couldn't hold on to the ball.
Once again, Lady Braves coming that full court pressure.
Ball comes in. And I think we got a timeout. Another timeout. So that's 2 timeouts now already used by the Crescents. And we're going to have to keep it right here. I was informed that the computer back at the station is froze.
Well, you want to talk about sponsors in?
Yeah, so I got a sponsor list. So we got some new sponsors this year. And, of course, our sponsors that sponsors our free throws and our full court press halftime show, Boys Hongsworth State Farm in Iuka. And then we have a new sponsor. Well, not a new sponsor, but a new application for the sponsor. How about that? Is Sparks CPA firm is going to be sponsoring our halftime and post-game stats this year. You know, them guys know numbers.
Yeah, we're going to crunch the numbers with Sparks CPA.
Also, want to thank the other sponsors, Cobbs & Associates, Nick's Towing, LLC, First Franklin Financial of Iuka, Williams Service Center, Carly Carmen, Attorney at Law, Tishman Go Connect, Sean Phelps, Modern Woodman Fraternal Financial, and Iuka Animal Clinic, and then our own station, WOWL-FM, a nonprofit station serving the tri-state. And so now I've been informed they got everything working, so we can take commercial next time.
All right, good deal.
Yeah, they're having microphone problems here, and we had frozen computer problems back at the station.
Got to get the rust knocked off.
That's it. All right, ball comes in, and we got another foul. And I think that's on Casely, and that's going to be 2 on Casely.
Oh, man. It's going to be, we played.
So now we're going to the other end and shoot free throws.
We haven't even played 4 minutes, have we?
Have not.
And we got 14 fouls.
So going to the free throw line is number 13. That is Henley. Her first free throw rims out, no good. Comes Arlie back in for Taz. Next free throw by Henley is good. 8-7, Lady Braves by 1 with the ball flying up the floor. Claire feeds it out. Meg, pull-up shot, short, and the rebound's going to go out of bounds. Last touch, I think, by Shooter. Yep, and it's going to be Crescent's ball. And now another foul. Boy.
Wow.
That's going on Arley. We're going to run out of guards. So back to the free. This is going to turn into a free throw contest.
It is. And we're making it with a JV game after everybody fouls out.
Yeah, they said no JV game, but, you know, first free throw is good. Henley seems to be the only one with the ball or shooting free throws or anything else. She hits the first and the second. And they go back up by 1 now, 9-8, halfway through this first quarter. Ball to Lefty. Now back to Meg. She'll fire a three. Knocks it down. What a sweet shot that is.
It's just a smooth shot there by the sophomore.
Second three of the game for the Meg. Now here comes pressure. And the ball knocked loose right in the hands of Claire. Feeds Meg. Shot up, no good. Rebound. Chloe is knocked to the floor and no call. Now she deflects the ball. Ariel comes out of it. Now they feed Lefty. She passes up the three. Gets in the corner. There's a three from the corner, no good. Meg fighting for the rebound, and it's going to go off of her and out of bounds. Crescent's throwing in right to Meg. Baseline jumper, good. Just like that, Braves with their biggest lead, up 5 now. And now the ball goes up the floor and ends up deflected, ends up in the hands of the Braves. Meg feeds in the corner. Lefty going to fire up a three. No good. And rebound taken down by the Crescent.
Yeah, good look in the corner there by Abby. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Henley up the far sideline. Abby's guarding her. Trying to run off a screen. Now to the left wing. Hands it off. Claire comes out, plays the ball. Got to be getting close to a 5-second call, and now they're going to call a foul on Abby. Wow. Back to the free throw line. We may be going back to daylight savings time for this game.
Tell you what, we thought we would have early night tonight.
See, I knew I should have ate supper before I came. 2:50 to go, first quarter. First free throw on the way is good. That's Bradford, the junior guard. Cuts the lead back down to 4.
Ashlyn Butler's going to check in for Abby Reed.
Again, free throws brought to you tonight and every night by Boyce Hogsworth State Farm in Iuka. Next free throw, good. 14-11, a 3-point game. Claire pulls up, now feeds Meg. Now to Butler. Ashlyn wanted to go down low, feeds it down low for a glide one. It's going to be knocked out by Henley and go out of bounds, so Braves will maintain possession. 14-11, 2:39 to go here in the first. Claire ready to throw it in, comes in to Butler. Now back to Claire. She's going to fire up a three. No good. Rebound. Butler puts it back up, no good. Rebound again to Glidewell, and a jump ball. Possession will go back to the Crescents.
Yeah, good job there by Chloe getting in there battling for it.
Ball comes in, stole by Meg, and she gets fouled as she goes to the goal.
Good job. Meg just read her eyes, stepped in front of it. She's got the steal and the foul, and she'll go to the line.
She's got such a long wingspan that she can, she can almost just kind of lure you into throwing that ball over her, not thinking she can get to it. Free throw in and out, no good. Still one free throw to come. And that one's good. So Meg hits 1 out of 2. The Braves go back up now by 4, 15-11. Pressure in the backcourt. Now they get behind the defense all the way up. And they lose the ball. regather. Now feed out the right wing. And now we got a travel call.
Yeah, good job there by Chloe to step in front of that driving lane and nothing to do but either commit a charge or walk. And
she took the walk.
She took the walk. Yeah, good job there by senior Chloe.
The Braves by 4 with 2:15 to go first quarter. Ball left wing. Back out front. Now turns to the corner. Dump down low. Wide open for the easy layup is Chloe Gladwell. Somebody lost her.
Yeah, great ball movement there.
And now we got another 5-second call. Look, it benefits our team, but that's two of the fastest 5-second calls.
I'm going to say anything. That's a fast 5 seconds.
You ain't supposed to count by fives, I don't think. Ball comes in. Butler feeds down low. Meg, turnaround shot. Good.
Smooth.
You know the other team's in trouble. Meg starts posting up people.
Yeah.
So what do? You know, she's out there knocking down threes, or she's down there on the blocks posting you up. Oh, there's a carry. Good pressure.
Good job there by Claire Ray providing the pressure, creating the turnover. Be Lady Brave basketball.
Lady Braves their biggest lead. They're up by 8 with 1:41 to go.
Need to try to pull away a little bit right here.
Ball comes into Claire. Yeah, especially when you got two starters on the bench right now. Right wing, Claire going to fire 3. Rims out. Battle for the rebound, and the Crescent's Henley comes up with it. She seems to be where the ball is.
Henley's a player. I mean, she's a player.
Butler comes out. Now they feed down low. Here comes a double team. Now a shot up, no good, and there's going to be another foul on Gladwell. That may be 2 on Chloe.
Yeah, I don't know because they've been putting them on there.
And we're going to see Sophie Northington head to the scorer's table, so that may be 2 on.
Yeah, we'll be Sophie's first time into the ball game.
Crescent's back at the free throw line. 2 shots, first one on the way. Good. That is number 10, Galbraith.
So you got Moore, Ray, Northington, Butler, and Cummings.
That is your 5 on the floor right now. Next free throw. Good. Back to a 6-point game now, 19-13. Free throws again brought to you by Bowie Hollingsworth State Farm in Iuka. 1002 Battleground Drive. 423-59-31. Braves slow it down a little bit. Claire walks it up into the front court. Now feeds Cummins in the left wing. Now she hands off. Meg going to fire up a 3. Rims out no good. And rebound is taken down by him. I'm telling you, she's everywhere.
I mean, she gets the rebound and brings the ball down.
Yeah, rebounds, plays the point, shoots the free throws. Good defense by Butler. And now they're going to call a reach in. Boy.
Who'd they call it on?
I think it was on Butler. So Ashland, I think, picks up her first. To the free throw line now goes Mossy. Her first free throw, good. They can shoot some free throws now.
They can. I think that's what Coach, what Shooter told us. Is they're gonna make some free throws.
Yep. Next free throw, good. Back to a 4-point game now, 19-15. Braves can't pull away. Too many fouls. Cummins in the left wing. Now feeds Meg. Now she feeds down low. Right. 3 on the way. Air ball. And rebound is taken down. Now they picked up the dribble. And I think the Crescent's got a timeout just right before the 10-second call.
Yeah, that's, I think, 3 timeouts they called in the first quarter.
And this is a full timeout, so we're going to pause now. We got the computer working, so we'll take a break. We'll be back in 60 seconds to listen to Braves basketball.
On 591.
To 15 with 28 seconds to go here in the quarter. Crescent's with the ball. Braves staying in that man. Drive baseline shot, no good. And Claire Ray with the rebound up the near side. Now crossover drill all the way to the goal. Layup won't go. And now we got a tie-up jump ball. That's going to go to the Braves.
Yeah, with 11 seconds to go.
Claire did everything but put that one in.
You know, she's had some good looks and good shots. She can't get them to go either.
Those things will happen. They'll fall. Ball comes into Meg. Fakes the 3. Pulls up from the free throw line and knocks it down.
Wow. That's almost indefendable. You know what?
And that, you're a lot of players and coaches off. That shot right there is harder than shooting a three.
Yeah.
A pull-up jumper mid-range, that's like a lost art. All right, we have played one quarter here from Tishomingo County High School in this opening night of the 25-26 season. And the Lady Braves lead the Lady Crescents of Our Lady Academy at Bay St. Louis, a big 6.5-hour drive.
That's away. A lot of words.
It is. I wouldn't want to say that all the time. They lead here at the end of one by a score of 21-15. We're going to pause for another 30 seconds, hear from our sponsors. When we come back, we'll have second quarter action. You're listening to Braves basketball.
On Fun 91.
That's right. Welcome back to Tishomingo County Braves basketball. One quarter in the book, and having a seat about two people down from us is head coach of the Northeast Mississippi Lady Tigers, and that is Coach Brian Middleton.
Yeah, we're going to get him on one game. We'll have when he's here.
Yeah, we'll do that. All right, ball comes in. It's the Crescent, shot up, rims out, no good, and rebound's going to go out of bounds. The Braves let it go, and they'll throw it in from the sideline. 7:52 to go here in the first half. 21-15. Lady Braves by 6. Walking it up. Now they feed Taz. She's back in with those 2 fouls. All the starters back in, fouls or not.
Yeah, got to play careful right here.
Lefty now feeds Claire, and she's going to get called for a travel. If we ain't calling fouls, we're calling travels.
I mean, you can't get in any kind of rhythm.
Ball comes in. Well, they do get away with it. All these fouls, but you still get away with the push-off.
I don't understand, yeah.
Dump down low. Good job by Shooter to knock it loose. Left up the far sideline. Cross court. There's that open three. Watch it go. Nope, rims out. Meg skies for the rebound. Turns around and puts it back in.
Wow. Turn around, fade away.
Claire just can't buy one right now. And she's going to hit a streak in a minute, and she's going to start making everything. And Shooter got the steal, but then traveled.
Yeah, she got double team on steal. Good hustle there by Chloe to get the steal, and then she got in no man's land and got called for the travel.
Lady Braves matched their biggest lead. They're up by 8. Ball comes in. The Crescents try to drive baseline, cut off there by Meg, and now Meg with the steal. Quickly up the floor. Taz now feeds Lefty, and she got run into and no call and lose the ball out of bounds. They give it back to the Crescents. Consistency is all we ask. And there's Taz just picked up the 3rd foul.
Wow.
The words "let them play" does not coming into play tonight.
Exactly.
Ball comes in. Henley gets it up. Now they got numbers. Good job by Cummins to get back. Now everybody gets back. Coach was calling for a travel. It sure didn't look like a travel. They got away with. Another shot in the lane, no good. Meg fights for the rebound, saves it in, but right to Henley, who lays it in. Back to a 6-point game. Claire now feeds Meg. Dump down low. Chloe going to the goal, draws the foul.
Yeah, good look there. Good bounce pass inside by Meg into Chloe. And Chloe drew the contact. She'll go to the line. It's her first trip to the line tonight.
Free throws brought to you by Boyce Hollingsworth State Farm in Iuka. And the first one is good.
Good looking free throw there by the senior Chloe Shooter Gladwell.
That's it. Next free throw. Rims out. No good. Rebound taken down by the Crescents. Here comes pressure in the backcourt. There's a loose ball steal. Gladwell to the goal. Left hand.
Oh, yeah.
Good job by Shooter. Pressure in the backcourt. They get into the front court. Here comes the double team. They pick it up, give it off. Now, and they're going to call a foul. Boy.
I don't understand that.
That's going on Claire Ray. And now they're going to put it up there on the board, so that's 2 on Claire.
I already had 2 on her, so I must have.
And now finally they call the offensive foul for the push-off.
It's been happening a lot.
Yeah, we've been waiting for that all night.
Been happening a lot.
That's 3 fouls now on number 30, Mossy. Ball comes to the left wing. Cummins now feeds Meg. Open 3 on the way, short. And rebound taken down. Braves are not really crashing the boards right now like I'd like to see.
Oh, she carried the ball.
And there it is. Travel. Palming the ball.
Pinned it on her hip as well, so it'll be turnover, Lady Braves basketball.
The Braves up by 10, 27-17, 5:27 to go here in the first half. Claire gets a high ball screen, and they're going to call a moving screen on Glideville. You can't spread out.
No, you
got to keep inside your shoulders, and we didn't do that. Henley, 3 ball on the way, no good. Meg with the rebound. Up the middle of the floor. Nobody steps in the way, so she takes it all the way to the goal and draws the foul.
Yeah, just kind of
just
you knew that was coming.
Parted like the Red Sea, and she just took her right down the middle. And she'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, I mean, Meg has such body control, and so in control with that dribble.
First free throw is short. Something about this rim. I'm glad we get to shoot on the other one.
Yeah, let's try the other one. We've had those nights with that one side.
It seems like it's always
that one.
Floor tilts that way or something. Next one rims out no good. And the Crescent's with the rebound. Still a 10-point lead. 5 minutes to go. There's another travel.
Yeah, Lady Braves just 4 for 12 from the free throw line.
That's uncommon for this team. I feel like before we're done, that will correct itself. Yep. Claire to the right wing, feeds Meg, now back to Claire. They back off of her, so she'll fire up a 3, and no good. And Glideville's going to get called for going over the back. So that's 3 on Chloe.
Yeah.
And 3 team fouls now on both teams here in the second quarter. Ball comes in. Here comes the pressure in the backcourt. Now they got numbers going the other way. Good job again. Cummins getting back. There's a push-off. They finally calling that now.
It was either going to be a walk or a push-off.
We'll take the push-off. Chloe's going to go out with her 3 fouls. That's 4 now on Mossy for the Crescents.
Yeah, Ashlyn Butler comes in for Chloe.
A 10-point lead for the Braves with the ball. Cummins directing traffic, gets a high ball screen, now feeds it to Meg. She'll fire up a 3. Good. If they're going to stay off of her, she'll just shoot 3s all night. And now Coach Strickland wants a timeout. 4:23 to go, first half. It is 30-17. Lady Braves starting to open up a little bit of a lead. We'll pause for 30 seconds. We'll come back with second quarter action. Listen to Braves basketball.
On 591.
Welcome back to Tishomingo County Braves basketball. Still not even halfway through the second quarter.
This game's been going on for, well, as long as I thought.
Yeah, it seems like with all these stoppages, it seems like it's been going on for an hour. All right, Crescents will throw it in from the baseline. Braves pressure in the backcourt. They throw it in. And now back checking is Meg. And she picks a pocket. Braves going the other way, 5-on-4. Feeds in the corner. Ray going all the way to the goal. Missed the layup. Rebound comes back to her, but she was standing out of bounds.
Yeah, she didn't get back in bounds in time to establish before she got that rebound. So it'll be a Crescent ball, right?
Right, that's it. And there's another 5-second call. That dude is the quickest 5-second counter I ever seen.
There ain't no Mississippi on the end of it. It's like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep.
One of them like, we go on 3. 3, and then you're gone, All right, Braves throw it in, comes into Meg, and it goes right through her hands, but Lefty picks it up, feeds to Cummins. Arrow to the goal, shot no good. She got too far under the rim. And now here comes the double team for the Braves. Ball's tipped and went in the backcourt, but Braves touched it. Henley comes out of it with the ball, drives, shot blocked, rebound, put back up, and another foul. I think they're going to get Butler with that one.
Need to get over and get a total foul count for this game at halftime.
Nope, it's on Cummins, and that's 3 on Arley. I'm telling you, we're going to run out of guards. Next free throw, good.
Sophie Northington's going to come in for Cummings.
You know, that makes Meg slide up to play guard now, because you got, right now, basically you got 1 guard and 4 forwards on the floor.
Yeah, well, you got Claire, right? No, Butler. That's Butler, isn't it?
Yeah, so Claire's the only guard you got on the floor right now.
Yeah, all right. That's what you're saying, yeah.
So see, there you go. Meg brings it up the floor. Pull up 3 on the way. Good.
Which is probably what she's going to play at the next level anyway.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I'll take a 6'3" guard that can shoot like that. 32-18, 3:25 to go here in the first half, and now there's a steal.
What? What did he call? I thought Meg got fouled.
Yeah,
Meg did get fouled. I don't know what.
He's talking about the foul happened down here. I
Okay.
thought he was pointing to us and the foul's on us. But, yeah, the foul's on number 32. That is on Williford. And that's going to send Meg to the free throw line for a couple of Boys Hollingsworth State Farm free throws. And let's bet you if she knocks them both down, we're going to take the hex off that goal. First one, good. (33-18), 3:26 to go, first half. Next free throw, good.
I'll take it.
And so she hits a pair, and the Braves open up a 16-point lead now. Henley walks it up the floor to the left wing, dumps it down low, backing her way in. Shot blocked from behind by Northington. Sophie says, don't bring that in my house. Braves up the floor, lefty for 3 from the corner. Rims out no good, and she tracks the rebound down. Meg got an open 3 on the way. That rims out, and Henley with the rebound. I'm telling you, Henley's got to have a double-double already.
Absolutely.
34-18 with 2:50 to go. Henley to the goal, shot no good. Sophie battling for the rebound but couldn't hold on to it, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, good hustle there by Sophie. She's maximizes her time on the floor, doesn't she?
Absolutely. So the Crescents will throw it in from the baseline. Run Henley off a screen. Now get it to in the corner. Now Sophie's going to pick up a foul. Boy, it sure did look like Galbraith initiated that contact, did it not? I mean, when you try to split 2 players that are just standing right there, you'll go to the line. 2 shots. First one on the way. It rims out no good.
Yeah, again, watch out for a long rebound here.
Yeah, there was one on that. Free throws brought to you by Boys Hollingsworth State Farm. Galbraith with 1 more free throw. And that one rims out. And Meg with the rebound. Up the floor. Crossover to the goal. Shot up, no good. And Galbraith with the rebound. And she slows it up. Feeds to Henley. And now they call Meg with a foul. You cannot have any contact in this game.
No.
You're going to get a foul call.
Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can.
That's what I said. We want consistency. Yeah. And Henley back to the free throw line. First free throw is good. Rotation coming in. New players for the Crescents. Henley's next free throw. Good. 34-20, 14-point lead for the Lady Braves. Ball comes in the corner. Lefty got an open 3. Rims out. And rebound goes out of bounds. Shots are just
some good looks. I mean, had some good looks. But, you know, first game, got to knock off the cobwebs. See if we shoot better like we said the second half at this other end of the floor.
I expect us to. If we have anybody left to shoot. Don't foul out.
She's carrying the ball.
Ball out front. Using that off arm just twice. I mean, and then throw it up, no good. What a job blocking out by Sophie. Gets the rebound, gets it ahead to Claire. Middle of the floor, in the corner. Meg, 3 ball. Rims out, no good. And the rebound by the Crescents. Tell you what, the game's not slow. I'll give them that. Everybody on the Lady Braves bench called for a walk. Nobody called it, but they lose the ball anyway. Meg pull up in the lane. Good. Good thing Meg's in shape. Coach ain't even thought about bringing her out of the game. You know, it's one of them deals where you start tapping your head and the coach looks the other way.
Nope.
Yep,
don't see nothing.
I don't see you. Minute 25 to go, first half. 3 on the way. Rims out, no good. Lefty with a rebound. Going 1-on-3 all the way to the goal. Step around, shot good. What a foul.
What a move by Abby Reed. 1-on-3, like you said.
The Blue Mountain commit gets the basket, and she'll go to the line.
Yeah, we got 2 big commits this week. We had Lefty committing to Blue Mountain, and we had Taz, Casey Timms, committing to Coach Brian Middleton in Northeast.
That was a shock.
He had a little inside track there.
I believe so. They asked her, what position does she play? He said, she's a disruptor. It's a new position.
She plays the disruptor.
Yeah. All right, to the free throw line. Lefty, shot on the way, good. That Boyce Hongsworth State Farm free throw gives the Braves a 19-point lead, the biggest lead of the night. Ball to the right wing. Now back out front. Approaching a minute to go here in the half. There's a 3 on the way, no good. And Meg with the rebound. Meg's got to be approaching a double-double too. And she takes it all the way to the goal, feeds in the corner. Here's the 3 on the way, good! That finally fell. Ray, the Joker with the 3. And it's a 22-point lead with 41 seconds to go in the half. Henley, pump fake, shot up, no good. Rebound, blocked down low by Meg. And she comes away with the ball. It's pretty good when you block the shot and come away with the ball. And now she's going to be fouled. Foul is going on Bradford. So 42-20. And Meg going back to the free throw line. And Braves about to bring a freshman in. Chloe Crum.
All right.
Making her Braves debut. First free throw on the way is good. Boyce Hongsworth State Farm free throw by Meg. And the second one's good. 44-20 as Chloe comes in and Sophie goes out. So we're going a little bit, and so Meg has gone out too. Meg, as soon as I say that, Meg goes and takes a break. So who else came in? I missed somebody. We brought, here we go, number 3. That is Maddie Durham's in the game. I can't believe I had to look up who that was. So Maddie Durham and Chloe Crum both in the game. And Chloe picks up her first foul.
Hey, get on the stat sheet, right?
That's it. One way to get on it. First free throw is good. Second free throw is also good by Laporte. And the Braves lead back down to 22 now. See if the Braves hope for the last shot. We're inside 15 seconds to go in the half. 44-22. Claire out front. Now off the dribble to the goal. And they call a travel. Definitely not the NBA. 2.5 seconds left. Shot at the buzzer on the way is no good, and that's going to end the first half. Well, the Lady Braves got off to a little bit of a slow start and still not played, it ain't been smooth, let's put it that way.
Right.
To tell you how good this team is, when you get all those fouls and your shots off and all that, and you still score 44 points in the first half, that's a pretty talented team. So they lead here at halftime by a score of 44-22. And it's time for our halftime stats. And halftime stats are brought to you by Sparks CPA, the guys that know numbers. And Michael's got those for us.
Yeah, time to crunch the numbers here with Sparks CPA. One play in double figures for the Lady Braves. That's Meg Moore. Big half for Meg, 27 points. We got 4 points for Abby Reed, 5 points for Chloe Global, 3 points each for Claire Ray and Kaisley Timms, and 2 points for Arlie Cummings.
All right, well, before we get into the Full Court Press halftime show. We're going to take a 1-minute break. When we come back, we're going to be joined by Coach Louis Riddick.
Am I supposed to be hearing anything? I can't hear anything.
So we'll pause for 1 minute. When we come back, we'll have our halftime show. Back in 1 minute. This is Braves basketball.
On Fun 91.
Tishomingo County Braves basketball. As this time we are joined by Coach Louis Riddick here on our Boys Hongsworth State Farm Full Court Press. And Coach Riddick, I kind of give you a last minute. Just called you today. We were trying to decide whether to even do a halftime show today, but with the circumstances and things that you've been through before, I wanted to get somebody on here that has been through a coaching change, and especially, of course, you coached with Coach Middleton, and so first off, how hard do you think it was for him to make that decision to go and take over the program in Northeast? And have you been through something like that where you leave a team that is as good as this one he's left?
That had to be an extremely difficult decision to do that in this. For you to mention that, my first coaching job was in private school, and I was really needing to get into the public school for retirement purposes, stuff like that, and I left my best team. And as a matter of fact, they made it to state finals the year that I left. So I've been in that very same situation. But I know for Coach Middleton, that had to be really difficult because he felt so much, and the kids felt so much like family around here. And with his family just being a part of it too, and I know they're still a part of the communities, but that's not a problem.
From now kind of flip it. Okay, you're Coach Strickland. You're coming in, right?
Yeah.
You're a veteran coach,
yeah.
But it's still. Fred and I were talking about before the game. The nerves are still there, right? Even though he's a veteran coach, he's been, he's been playing at the championship level. Coming back home with Tishomingo County, from his standpoint, what do you think those emotions he goes through when he's coming in?
Especially after the success that this program's had the past few years, in my mind, I'm saying, don't mess this up. But I came up and watched some of their practices and saw some of the things he was trying to do. And probably the biggest transition you got to make is, and I figured this out after my second move, is terminology-wise, because you use terms in how you describe things on the floor, how you describe the way things are done, that somebody else, the previous coach, might have used a different term, but did it the same way, or was talking about the same part of the court or whatever. Somebody called it the baseline, somebody called it the end line.
Right.
So just little things like that are difficult. So I got to the point later in my career where I printed out a sheet of things terms that I used and what they meant. And so those kids would have those handy just in case.
Yeah, just like you said, just communicating to begin with. Yeah. Obviously, I'm thinking, first few weeks you're just trying to learn everybody's name, right? And then, just trying to figure that out, and then figure out who the players are, what their strengths, what their weaknesses are, and then, like you said, coming in, knowing that they're a successful program with some really good players returning. And like you said, just trying not to mess that up. But still, you want to, sometimes when you get another pair of eyes in there, you say, what, this is a really, but I think we can improve a little bit in this area right here.
Yeah. And first thing I noticed when I came to their practice was, Tish County has pressed in years past, mainly with his own press, but I saw him working so much on man-to-man defensive fundamentals in the full court, and that little run and jump press. I was sitting over talking to Miss Christie Holly, and I said, that other team's going to suffer some fatigue here at the end of the first half, and we're going to stretch this thing out. And it went from like a 12-point lead to 20 real quick because of that. So they started missing shots they'd normally been hitting, and so I think the fatigue factor, and that's part of pressing. I used to ask my players, why do you press somebody? And they said to get the ball. No, you're trying to speed the other team up and make them make mistakes.
Right.
Press is not about taking the ball away. It's about getting the other team to speed up.
Well, and like you mentioned, fatigue is so much part of the game. I think sometimes as fans and just media people, we don't realize that players get tired, right? They're not battery operated machines just go constantly. So as a coach, you're trying to do things obviously to bring fatigue upon the other team. That's going to pay off later, right? So
and of course, it's kind of like you hear in football. Sometimes they say that defense has been out there the whole time. They got to be tired. Well, doesn't the offense get tired? But here, when you're the team, when you're the attacker, you don't sense the fatigue. You got the adrenaline and stuff like that going for you. But like I said, you could tell that bunch got tired toward the end of the half.
Yeah.
That's when
so what you're trying to say is we're going to run the ball in the second half.
We're going to run the ball second half. We're going to run the clock.
Oh, me.
Coach, I talked to Coach Strickland a good bit, probably about an hour the very first time we met, and what he was telling me is, you want to take the things that the girls have learned from Coach Middleton, and he don't want to so much change those. He just wants to add to them. I mean, he wants to add to them, give them, kind of like that. We'll see. We hadn't seen it yet tonight, but we'll see some zone at one time that we never saw before.
Yeah. You got to take your strengths and add them to what they are already doing well. You can't just revamp everything.
Yeah.
And so you got to have some flexibility there, and you've also got to play to the strengths of the players. You got to see what they can do well and play on that too.
How important is it? And even in all sports, you hear about it in football a lot, but I think in all sports, and basketball translates that to well. First game under new coach. Players play maybe playing a couple different roles, but now you got some game film to go back and say, okay, now we game action, live ball. Now he can go back this week and say, okay, here's things we need to tweak. Yeah. Even though assuming that this lead holds and we end up winning and maybe even winning significantly, you still learn from your first game, right? I don't know if it holds true in basketball, but other sports, your biggest improvement between your first and second game.
And you also, a lot of people don't understand how much they say you watch game film to see what the other team's doing. You watch game films also to see what you're doing and see where we need to get better and put some teaching points. And he was over there during the whole first half. Coach Strickland was really everything that occurred. He was reminding them that's either not the way we do it or that's how we do it, and they see success from that. And so he is steady teaching during the game. It's not just about X's and O's. It's actually about reinforcing the things you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
All right, well, Coach, I appreciate it. Appreciate you coming on, especially on short notice.
Man, I tell you what, he did. Yeah, I mean, that's most people would say, no, I ain't going to do that.
Even though he took me out of his cell phone because he didn't know who I was when I texted him. He's like, who this?
I put the who this in there.
It's always a pleasure, Coach, man. It's always good seeing you here, man.
Well, thank you, guys.
Appreciate y'all. Coach Louis Riddick used to be one of the assistants for the girls under Coach Brian Middleton, and
another veteran coach.
Long time coach too. So, all right, we're gonna get one more break in right quick. We're gonna pause for 1 minute. We come back, we'll have second half action. Listen to Braves basketball
on Fun 91. Welcome back to Tishomingo County Braves basketball. We closing in at the close of halftime here, about another 15-20 seconds. We'll be ready to start second half of play here at halftime. Your score from Tishomingo County High School: Lady Braves 44 and the Lady Crescents from Our Lady Academy down in Bay St. Louis, Mississippi, down on the Gulf Coast 22. 22-point lead for the Lady Braves. Only one game tonight. No boys game tonight, just the girls only. As we open up the season this year at home. And we're happy that you joined us here tonight for Tishomingo County Braves basketball. And we're getting ready to bring you second half action. The Lady Braves will be going right to left as you look at your radio. They will inbounds in front of us. Right in front of us, Abby Reed brings it in to Claire Ray. Claire going to work the right side over to Kaisley Timms, back to Claire. Claire top of the key. Abby Reed left wing, gets it inside to Meg Moore. Meg Moore lays it in and rims around and falls in. Meg gets the bucket. Again, full court man-to-man pressure coming by the Lady Braves. Lady Crescents break it, get it up at the half court. Working the right side. There's a steal by Claire Ray up to Meg Moore. And Moore on the left-hand side. She's going to pull up for a 5-foot jumper and rims out. No good. Rebounded by Kaisley Timms. She puts it up and in for the basket.
Lady Braves getting on the boards there. Taz gets the basket and open up the lead even more. Got to stay out of foul trouble. I don't know if that's possible in this game.
I think you and I have got two each. And we're
there's a steal by the Taz. Stepped in the passing lane all the way to the goal, lays it in. But we missed a lot of that in the first half, and here goes another timeout by the Crescents.
I mean, here's the thing that is, the Lady Crescents don't even realize how fortunate they are that Taz has been on the bench.
Yeah, I mean, you come out, you come out at halftime, you say, okay, here's what we got to do, and
you done forgot about number 11.
Yeah, and then Taz is doing what Taz is doing,
I mean, I thought she's probably played maybe 4 minutes of the first half.
Yeah, because every time she got close to the ball, they called a foul. And she stays close to the ball all the time. So, all right, 50-22. We're 55 seconds in to this third quarter, and the Braves will run off 6-0 run to start.
Yeah, come out of the gate, you could tell just the intensity level.
Come back in with the starters, despite the foul trouble. I think somebody's turned on the air conditioning. What do you think?
Feels pretty good.
Yeah, I feel it now.
Pretty good crowd here tonight just for a girls' game.
It is.
Student section almost full across the way.
My goodness. Called Abby. That's on Abby.
Oh, I thought he called it on Kaisley.
Yeah, 1-2, not 1-1.
Wow.
Three now.
Still was a cheap foul.
3 on Lefty. The ball comes into Henley. There comes Taz. Taz like a stalker. Now Henley steps into the lane, takes it all the way to go, goes to the left hand and gets the basket.
Well, everybody's kind of afraid to play defense.
Yeah, it's hard to play. Meg got a 3, passes it up, feeds in the corner. Lefty going to drive baseline. Her pull-up jumper rims out no good. And Henley with a rebound. I'm telling you, that Henley is a one-person show.
I mean, she's at least got a double-double. I don't know.
Yeah. Ball down low. Turnaround shot. Rolls across the rim. No good. Claire with the rebound. Up the middle of the floor. Feeds Lefty. She'll step back, fake a 3. Now goes to the goal, goes to the right hand, and draws the foul. Lefty to the right hand.
That's pretty impressive. She'll go to the line, get 2 shots.
I don't want to be changing her name now.
The righty?
Righty.
Ambidextrous?
Yeah, that's even hard. I ain't saying that whole game. All right. Lefty's first free throw. Rims out no good. Well, this side didn't change either.
Well, it did from the field goal shooting standpoint. We scored 6 unanswered.
This is true. She's going to start a streak right here. Next one on the way. That's good. Free throws brought to you by Boyce Hollingsworth State Farm in Iuka. 1002 Battleground Drive. 4-2-3-59-31. There's a floater in the lane. No good. Long rebound. Casey trying to track it down. Ends up with Claire. She goes to the goal. Draws the foul. So Claire going to the line now. Substitutions come back in. That's 5-5. We just got a foul out right there. I knew that had been a lot, but Mossy just fouled out.
Lady, the Crescents haven't got many subs, do they? They got 4 now.
First free throw on the way by Claire is good. Next one. That one's good also. So a pair of free throws from the Joker. And the Lady Braves go up 53-24, 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Henley now off a high ball screen. Gladwell staying right with her. Takes her all the way to the goal. And Lefty draws the charge.
The first one of the year. Many more to follow.
Because that's what lefties do.
That's it.
I'm surprised we didn't get a charge. I mean, a blocking foul.
Yeah.
In this game right here, trying to take a charge is.
Yeah, you're taking a risk.
Yeah. Claire, 3 on the way. Good. 56-24 as the Braves starting to heat up now.
Their second 3 of the night.
Henley brings it up the floor to the left wing. There comes that high ball screen. Did a good job of switching off screens right there.
They're going to get Chloe.
Yep.
Be 4 on Chloe, I think. Looks like Arlie Cummins is going to come in for her.
So that's 4 now on Shooter. 2 team fouls this quarter on the Braves. Ball comes in, down low. Now they kick it out. Henley for 3. Good. Claire up the far sideline in another gear. Feeds Meg. She'll fire up a 3. Rims out no good. And rebound is taken down by Pavlini. Now 3 on the right wing. No good. Taz with the rebound. Sends that other gear all the way to the goal. Hangs, scores! She draws the foul.
She didn't give the defender time to get set up for a charge. The defender was trying to get
in front of her.
You ain't drawing no charge.
That's right. You ain't fast enough to get in front of her to even set up to draw a charge. First free throw's good. 3-point play from the Taz, and it's a 59-27 lead for the Lady Braves.
Taz gets in the double figures, 10 points for the senior.
4:45 to go, third quarter. Pass down low. Got away with a travel. Shot up and in. Basket by Galbraith.
Dribbling is optional.
Lead back down to 30 now for the Lady Braves. Claire off the dribble. Feeds the Taz. There she goes. Now feeds out. Lefty fakes the three. Goes to the goal. And she's going to be fouled by number 21. That's Bradford. And Lefty going back to the free throw line. So a pair of Boys Hollingsworth State Farm free throws coming up for the senior, Abby Reed.
Yeah, she's 3 for 5 so far on the night from the line.
Free throw is good. 60 to 29. Braves hit 60. We still got 4.5 minutes to go in the quarter. And we didn't shoot the ball well in the first half.
No, not at all.
So next free throw is good. So a pair of free throws from Lefty. Free throws brought to you by Boys Hollingsworth State Farm, NIUCA. 4:15 to go, third quarter. Loose ball, and now a tie-up jump ball. Possession will stay with the Crescents.
I mean, you had Taz and Claire already done turned on the jets, headed for the fast break.
Yeah, they were gone. To put the brakes on. Oh, that was a push-off they got away with, and they get a basket. Wow. Henley just threw Taz to the floor, and then took the pass. Pass in the corner. Taz, pull-up jumper. Good! What a jump shot with a mid-range jumper. Wow. Boy, if that part of her game is like that, that makes her even more dangerous.
Absolutely.
There's a hands by Taz, knocked it loose. Braves got numbers going all the way to the goal. Left-handed layup won't go. And a long rebound, kicks out. Arlie trying to get back, and does. And now a reach-in foul.
Good hustle there by Arlie to just disrupt that shot enough and then get the rebound. And then draw the foul.
That's like the trifecta.
I was going to say, that was your hat trick.
So Arlie going to go to the free throw line. 63-32.
Be her first trip to the free throw line tonight.
First free throw is good. Got the shooter's roll.
I do feel that air. That or somebody's opened up the door.
That's the air conditioning. Next free throw. That one rims out, no good. Arlie almost 1-on-4. Braves had fell back, didn't even have anybody in the lane. She almost got the rebound. Ooh. There's Henley. Pull-up jumper on the way. Rims out, no good. And Meg with the rebound with an assist to the Taz. Up the floor. Meg slows it down. Crossover. Pull up. Shot. Man. Line drive. That. She just whirled that one in. Wow. 34-point lead for the Lady Braves. Ball in the corner. They're going to fire up a three, and that's good. Where's that been?
Yeah.
Pavellini with the three, and now we got a whistle and a foul. I'm not sure who they put that on. Number 7.
Number 7?
Where you know number 7 out there?
It ain't a basketball number. You can't do.
Unless you're playing in the Olympics.
You got 7.
Number 7? Couple of free throws are good. Boys Hollingsworth free throw. You know, that's why you never say never. As many years we've been doing this, first time I ever seen somebody put a 7 on the scoreboard for a foul. There's a shot, no good. Braves get the rebound as Meg comes down with it. Got numbers going the other way. Feed right wing. Claire for three. Rims out, no good. And the Crescents with the rebound. We've got away with the travel.
And then that.
A foul. They get Claire on that foul?
I think they got Kaisley. Oh, Ray. Thought it was Claire.
Yep, Claire picked up her third.
5 seconds.
And now they throw it in to the 5-second count. Meg with a steal. Quickly down low, Lefty is wide open, but missed the layup and then drew a foul.
think that's 4 on Abby.
It is, and she's going to come out.
Ashlyn Butler come in, I believe.
Yep, Ashlyn's in. Abby with the 4 fouls. Is like Coach Riggs said, look at Coach Strickland where he's coaching them up as they come off the floor. Cross-court pass, trying to drive baseline, using that offhand, and there's a double. First double dribble of the night. Of course, you didn't have time to call double dribbles when you call all these fouls. 1:52 to go, third quarter, 68-35. Lady Braves with the lead and the ball. Casely now feeds Claire in the left wing. Now finds Meg down in the corner. Ashlyn fakes. Now back to Meg. She'll fire up a 3 ball. Good.
What's a quick release? Did you see how quick that release was, that 3?
Don't have time to get on her. That's why I said it don't take but a little bit of space to get that shot off.
5 threes by Meg.
3 from the corner, no good by the Crescent. Braves got numbers. Get it ahead, Arlie. And Arlie got called to travel. Tav tried to stop, but she crashed. Pass was so far, it's kind of hard to stop because you're going to end up too far under the goal. By the time your brakes kicked in, you'd already traveled.
She don't use brakes very much.
And now they just called Casey with a blocking foul. Is that 4 on her?
Yeah. Because I'd give her 4 and it was on Claire earlier.
Okay.
I guess we got the running clock. I forgot about that.
It hadn't been running.
It's supposed to, when you got to be up 35.
Well,
so
probably just did get up 35.
Yeah.
There goes Henley back to the free throw line. Free throw is no good. Casey's going to go out. Abby's going to come back in. Henley's next free throw rims out no good. And Claire with the rebound. 13 seconds. Slows it down, playing for the last shot. Fires up a 3, long 3, no good. And rebound. She kind of forced that one a little bit with the clock running out, but the Lady Braves with a good third quarter have opened up a big lead. Score now 71-35. We'll pause for 1 minute. We come back. We'll have fourth quarter action. Listen to Braves basketball.
91.
Welcome back to Tishomingo County Braves basketball. Opening night here of the 2025-26 season, and the Lady Braves basically picking up where they left off last year.
Yeah.
And there's a 3 from the right wing, no good, rebounded to Henley. Henley may end up with 20 rebounds for this game.
She may already have it.
Ball on the left wing. Now back out front. Long 3 ball. That's going to be an air ball. And Henley got the rebound and put it back up and in and drew the foul. She just has a knack for being where the ball is.
Yeah, I mean, it did hit the air ball, and she just caught it underneath the rim and got fouled.
So she'll go to the free throw line with 1 shot here. Boys Hogsboro State Farm free throws. On the way. Good. 71-38. Just over 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Remember, the only game tonight. Boys will not start their season until a week from tonight.
Right. West Point coming to town.
And Braves, good job to save it back in, but save it right to a Crescent player who missed the shot, and Butler with the rebound. Yeah, West Point comes to town a week from tonight. It'll be girls and boys action. There's a pass down low, deflected, picked up by Claire. Now the lefty, she's going to fire up a 3. No good. Rebound, tip, picked up. And a shot by Chloe, no good, but she draws. I mean, you could have put that foul on 2 or 3 people.
Yeah, it was a community foul.
It was. That's community. That's right. They're going to put it on number 33, Laporte. And that's 2 on her. And Chloe going to the free throw line. 2 shots. First one on the way. Good. That's why we call her shooter.
Yeah, her 6th point of the night. 2 for 3 from the line.
72-38. Next free throw. That one rims out no good. Long rebound. And it's picked up by the Crescents. Our Lady Academy Crescents from Bay St. Louis, over 6 hour drive from here.
Down on the coast.
Ooh, they're getting away with all kind of travels now. Maybe they'll put the whistle away for the rest of this game.
It ought to go pretty quick with the clock running.
Ball comes in. Henley fakes, goes to the lane, and got away with the travel. And kicks it out for a 3. Ball on the way is good. And that's that Pavellini again. She's hit a couple threes in a row now.
She definitely has.
Back to a 31-point lead for the Braves. Comes to Meg down low. Feeds lefty to the goal. Shot blocked. Rebounded to Pavellini. Should have head to Henley. Now feeds in the right wing. Again, they push off, get away with it. Cross-court pass. Now feed down the baseline. Back out to Pavellini. Now comes out the top of the circle, Bradford. And there's a battle. And loose ball. Picked up. Now Pavellini throws it into the corner. Here comes the double team. And the ball's going to go off a lefty's foot and go out of bounds.
It's like a shark with blood in the water. When that ball rolls on the floor, Lady Braves are all over
flying everywhere. Pavellini to throw it in. Comes down in the corner. Now back out. Dump down low to Henley. She's trying to go to the goal. Loses the ball. Kicks it back out. Wow.
Wow.
Going to call another foul on Claire.
You know, you can touch a player. That's allowed. You know what I mean? It's not a foul every time you touch them.
It's a contact sport.
Yeah.
There's got to be some kind of touching. That's 4 on Claire.
Kaisley's going to come back in for Claire.
You maybe have to play for this. Is a with somebody fouls out here. Good thing the clock is running. Shot up, no good. Rebound, and the Taz with it up the near sideline. Pulls up, now feeds it down in the corner. All the way to the goal. Already got her shot blocked, and Henley with the rebound. Henley down the floor, and a whistle and another foul.
Put the whistle in the pocket.
I think they called that on Chloe. Did she just foul out?
If it's on her, it did.
Yep. So Chloe's going to foul out. Free throw on the way. Good. I know you don't keep up with the other team, but she's had to be in the 20 at the free throw line, don't you think?
Yeah. I mean, she's double figures in everything.
Yeah. Free throws brought to you by Boys Hollingsworth State Farm. Next free throw, good. 72-43. Braves with the lead and the ball. Meg, open 3 ball, rims out no good, and rebounded by the Crescents. And there's a steal by Northington. Sophie, and she gets fouled.
Yeah, good job there by Sophie. She stayed with it. And we're going to get
a host
bunch of freshmen in.
Everybody's coming in. Let's see if we can get everybody's named here. There's a 3 from outside. Good! Look at the 3 by Maddie Durham.
Maddie got her one.
75-43. Also on the floor is Chloe Crum. And you've got Katie Medvin. And Ansley Feltman. I'm missing somebody. Also, you got number 5, Kira Clemens. That's your 5 on the floor for the Braves. So you got a sophomore and 4 freshmen out there.
There you go. There's the future of Lady Braves basketball.
That's right. Clock running under a minute to go now. 75-43. Free throw on the way. Good. Again, all the free throws tonight brought to you by Boys Hollingsworth State Farm. Also our sponsor of our full court press halftime show. Next free throw rims out no good as he sponsors those free throws right there. Braves with the rebound. Pick up the dribble, looking, now feet down low, Crum to the goal, layup, good! Chloe Crum gets her first points as a Lady Brave.
It's a left-handed layup.
Yeah, that's our future lefty.
Yeah.
Shot up, no good, rebound, fought for, kicks back out, three on the way, no good, rebounded, taken down by the Braves, Clemens, and that's going to do it. Lady Braves going to get their first win of the year by a final score of 77 to 44. They go to 1-0 on the season as they start that trek towards another state title and another division title as they take care of business here in the opener. We're going to sit back in the studio for a 1-minute break. When we come back, we'll have some closing remarks, and Michael will have all the numbers for us. Back in 1 minute, you're listening to Braves basketball.
Fun 91.
Welcome back to Tishomingo County Braves basketball. Lady Braves get the win tonight over Our Lady Academy Crescents by a final score of 77 to 44. They led by only 6 at the end of the first quarter, but opened up a 22-point lead at halftime and cruised in the second half and the running clock in the fourth quarter as they get the win. Final score of 77 to 44. Time for our Spark CPA end of the game, post-game numbers, and Michael's got those for us.
Yeah, time to crunch the numbers here with Spark CPA. We appreciate them sponsoring this segment of the broadcast. The Lady Braves had 7 players in the scoring column for tonight, led by sophomore Meg Moore with 34 points. She had 27 in the first half. Second half had 7 points, obviously. 2 other players in double figures. Kaisley Timms, who kind of saw limited action in the first half. She finished tonight with 12 points. Claire Ray finished tonight with 10 points. 7 points for Abby Reed, 6 points for Chloe Glidewell, and 3 points each for Arlie Cummings and Maddie Durham, and 2 points for Chloe Crum.
Yeah, Chloe Crum getting her first points as a Lady Brave. So got 34 out of Meg, and, like I said, it was a slow start shooting the ball, and, hard to get any kind of rhythm in a game like this. There are fouls, and more fouls on both teams. I mean, they call fouls. I mean, it wasn't just, I'm not complaining they just called fouls. They were just calling everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's, it is. But, you got that first one. Congratulations, Coach Strickland gets his first win as Lady Braves head coach in big fashion here tonight. And, just a long season ahead. Lady Braves, even though we talked about with Coach Riddick, you win big tonight, but there's things you got to clean up before you get
Absolutely.
going.
So, I'm sure, like you said, he's going to use that as a teaching tool. I'm sure they'll be watching some film tomorrow, and
right.
They'll be getting ready for the Hound Dog Classic, which is in Tupelo coming up on the 8th. So that's Saturday. I'm not sure who they play. I'm sure they play. They may even be. I think that seemed like I read they would play Tupelo.
It's usually a pretty big matchup.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that. So that's coming up. So yeah. You've got 4 days to clean everything up you need to before you take on Tupelo.
And then, of course, our next broadcast will be a week from tonight against West Point here at home.
That's right. That's boys and girls. That's all 4, JV and everything. Michael will have the game for us. I'll be, as they say, on assignment.
On assignment, yep.
And so Michael's going to be joined hopefully by his son. So the Puckett boys will take care of it.
We'll take care of it.
Tuesday night. And then our next broadcast after that will be at Belmont on the 18th. So we will, after Tuesday's game, we'll have 2 road games there. We'll do at Belmont on the 18th, and then we're planning on going to Dessler for that big matchup coming up on the 21st.
I mean, that's 2 big ones right there.
And believe it or not, when we finish Dessler, that finishes out our month of November.
Wow.
Because of all these tournaments. That's what we talk about in November. So we'll have a lot more games coming up after that, but we'll be back next Tuesday. West Point comes a calling. That's the boys' first game. Wished I could see that. I'm kind of anxious to see after watching some of the film from their jamboree. They look pretty good.
Absolutely, yeah. It'll be a good game. The Braves, like I said, looking from their film on Saturday, they look to be strong this year.
All right, the Lady Braves get the win by a final score of 77 to 44. Go to 1-0 on the season. Anything else?
That's it. We'll be back next Tuesday.
All right, coming up on the 11th, West Point comes to town. That'll be our next broadcast. Thanks for listening to Braves basketball.
On Fun 91.